This is the Turn 14 Bilstein X3, our brand new race-ready UTV loaded with premium parts and brought to life with industry-leading skill. But here's the twist. We're not keeping it. One lucky Turn 14 dealer will win and take this very machine home. We'll break down every upgrade that turns this machine into a powerhouse, watch it tear across real-world terrain, and see why it demanded attention, from the shop floor to its debut at the Sandsport Super Show. And you'll learn exactly how one lucky dealer will take it home. Before any parts go on, this UTV had to be completely torn down and rewired, something the builders at One Off Road know is the key to getting it done right the first time.
We finished phase one, which is the breakdown. Everything has to come off the car, all the suspension, all the plastics, the cage, the doors, the seats. We take the battery out, we take the exhaust off, all the suspension. After we get that done, it's time to do the wiring. Now the wiring is the heart and soul of the car when you're building something like this. Everything is going to be cut to length, it's going to be soldered, it's going to be heat shrunk, it's going to be loomed, and it's going to be hidden so the customer never has to see any of the wires. Sometimes we go down the frame rails. A lot of stuff's going to go through the center console, especially if you want the clean look. If we're going to talk about one thing that takes the longest on a car build, it's the wiring. Everything's going to be hidden when we get ready to put the suspension on. It's a long process, but it's worth it to take the time and do it right.
With the teardown complete and wiring underway, let's check out the electrical components going in first.
This is the S-Pod Bantam X HD power management system. We're going to use it to control all the accessories we put on the X3. It comes with everything you need to get started, your wiring, your diagrams, instructions, and of course, your touch face. This is your power distribution module. Everything will get wired into here, and then one wire will come to your faceplate. And with this faceplate, you can choose what you're going to put on it. So this unit allows you to wire up to 8 accessories, minimizing your rocker switches and wiring to give you that clean look. We're going to be using XK Glow for our interior lighting. With 2 pods, we can customize the colors inside our car for a unique look for everyone. The whips we'll be using are from XK Glow as well. 32-inch RGB with quick releases. A quick release is a convenient way of taking a whip off so you don't break it pulling into the garage or your trailer.
For lighting, the build features Baja designs. Their race-proven light bar delivers unmatched visibility for night runs and high-speed desert terrain.
On this build, we'll be using rugged radio for our communications. You'll need a radio, which in this case we'll be using the M1, and the intercom, we'll be using the STX. This kit includes your active filter, your helmet kit, all necessary cabling, your mounting, and your power switch. Something you can add to your system or headsets. These are really nice because you can control the volume of the people talking to you as well as your stereo. We'll be installing a super winch, which is a 3500. Comes with 40 feet of synthetic rope and everything you need to attach it to your car. Ooh. Having a winch on your rig is really important if it's to pull your buddy out or tip over a car. Come up through the back, through here.
Yep.
Chase bar, I think
we gotta drill holes for it still. We're waiting on the light bar tabs so we can get those welded on, and then once those are welded on, then it goes to powder coat. Should be there about a week.
Yay! We got one marked up.
Now it's time to build the backbone, suspension, and chassis. Bilstein front and rear shocks bring race-proven control, while Geyser Performance suspension and cage lock in the structure this build needs.
Our title sponsor, Bilstein, hooked us up with these beautiful Black Hawk Series shocks. With these beautiful shocks, you get high-speed, low-speed compression, rebound, and their patented zone control. The added fins on the reservoirs keep the fluid cool. And look at that paint. And here's the rears. Again, high-speed and low-speed compression, rebound, and their patented zone control. So what we have here is Geyser Performance's chrome ollie A-arms. And boy, are they beautiful. All TIG welded, uniballs at the hubs, bigger bushing at the chassis, and these gussets. So it doesn't matter where you ride, These can handle the abuse. All right, and for the rear of the car, Geyser made us these trailing arms. Again, chromoly, TIG welded. We have the rock guards here, chromoly radius rods, backing plate, and billet brace to complete the end of your trailing arm. Geyser Performance has built us a 4130 chromoly 120 wall cage. This demo pass TIG bolted to the original chassis. It's going to keep us nice and secure.
Before the Geyser products went off to powder coat, the team installed the cage to dial in every mounting point for the shock reservoirs and its attachment to the car. Once secured, the reservoir and cage came back off and suspension parts were set aside for powder coat. With the cage and suspension out for powder coat, it's the perfect time to check out a few more upgrades, like the MBRP exhaust and Dragonfire interior components before they go in.
All right, and here we have our exhaust. MBRP set us up with a twin exit T304 aluminum with the carbon fiber tips. Numerous features if you want to put a new exhaust on your car. You want it to breathe better, you want it to sound good, you want it to look good. This exhaust does it all. So this exhaust has an actuator which lets you control how noisy you want to be. Close it down, it's going to sound more stock. Open it up, let the turbo breathe. Steering wheel from Dragonfire, suede. We'll also pair that up nicely with the quick release. Theft deterrent, feels good in your hands. Everyone likes a good steering wheel. So of course, when you put your steering wheel on, you want to add a quick release. Dragonfire has the perfect mount for that. No build is complete without the shift knob. One of my favorites, the Dragonfire Stout. You see here we got the X3. It's pretty much tore down. We've been working the last few weeks doing a lot of wiring. If you guys have done wiring, especially a full build like this, you know. So a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of diagrams, planning on where we're gonna put everything. Pretty much all buttoned up for the wiring, where it's gonna go and how it's gonna be laid out throughout the car.
Over on this side, so you don't see the wiring, and we're gonna put the start button right here. Instead of, reaching over here to start the car, the driver actually pushes it here.
You can see that we got our S-Pod brain. This is basically where everything's going to hook up electronic wise. A few things we don't want to put on here is like the rugged radios. The rugged radios we want to go straight to battery so we don't have any interference or any chance of interference. This is the head unit here. We'll be marking this with all the different features that we have on it. Just for an added aspect of safety and control, we also added a kill switch. So really nice to be able to shut down the car. Got a battery cover. Doesn't come standard on any of these X3s, but it's something you can purchase. Really hides some wiring. Down low you can see we added a couple rock lights. These XK Glow rock lights can be used anywhere on your car. If you want to use them as rock lights, cool. You want to use it for under the dash, under the seats, you can use them as dome lights. Baja Designs gave us these dome lights, so these are up here. You can control all this stuff through your S-Pod. Really nice way to make the car glow. We got the 4 A-arms for the front and our trailing arms. That's some of the stuff we're going to be putting on today. Along with the shocks, the front bumper, the winch, and the bed rack.
With the build entering its final stage of completion, let's take a look at some of the last components to bring it all together.
Seismic has given us mirrors not only for the rear view, but a side view as well. And if you've driven a UTV, you know it's impossible to see behind you, so these are important to have. So of course, when you're off-roading, you need to protect your plastics, you need to protect your underbelly. These are rock sliders from Dragonfire. Install on the side of your car to protect your rocker panels. Oh, very nice. Have their own door frame. With these doors, you have more complete coverage, less mud, dust, water coming in the cab. Has its own frame, which is nice, not just a door skin. Its own latch and a tether, so it doesn't open up too wide.
As the finishing touches go on, front shocks, wheels, tires, and lighting, the X3 finally starts to look like the machine we envisioned from day one. Matt runs through the progress made in the machine one dealer will end up taking home.
All right, so we got the car off the jacks. Big important step to us, finishing the car. Got the wheels on it. These are Method 411 bead grip. No need for a beadlock ring. These have little teeth in it and it actually holds on to the tire. Don't have to worry about the tire coming off if you hit a G out or if you get a flat. Paired those up nicely with the Tensor Regulator 2 35-10-15s. Great all-around tire. Good longevity if you're riding on the street like we do here in Arizona. Great for going through the desert, washes, anything that you need to cut through the material. So on here we have our geyser A-arms. They mounted up real nice to the Bilstein Blackhawks. You can see here we got plenty of clearance. We're going to clearance the front fascia up here to make sure that the reservoir isn't going to be contacting it. Up top, Baja Design sent us this XL linkable. Plenty of light going down range. Of course, these cars can exceed 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, so you want to make sure your light is in front of you and you're not outrunning it. Coming over to the doors, Dragonfire outfitted us with the doors and the rock sliders. Super simple install, look great. No more dust, dirt inside the cab when you're running down the trails. Up top, XK Glow, got their whips up here. Also paired that with all their rock lights. So underneath the fenders, we have rock lights. Underneath the cargo bed, we have rock lights in the front wheel wells as well as the front grille. MBRP exhaust, twin exit, controlled on the dash, so you can either have it quiet if you're in the city or if you're on trails around houses, or you can open it up and be noisy. And of course, the rear shocks from Bilstein, still working on mounting for the reservoir to go on the roof. Guys are A-arms with their A-arm covers.
And with final adjustments from there, it's straight into the wrap. Once that's on, this build is ready to shine. Wrapped, refined, and finished with surprise upgrades from PRP seats, Baja designs, and electric off-road, the Turn 14 Bilstein X3 is complete. The next day, it was time to fire it up and see what this machine was made for.
Obviously the shocks make a huge difference. The adjustability with these Bilsteins is incredible. The whoop sections that we went through were nothing. Everything with this car really came together really nice. It's exactly what we planned on it doing, and it did exactly what we wanted to do. What's next is we're going to wash her down. We're going to check all the grease points, check all the torque on the hubs and axles and suspension. Anything that we put on the car and even stuff that we didn't put on the car, we'll check over. We'll check all the electrical components, and then we'll give it a nice bath, and then we're going to be on our way to the sand show.
This is a monumental moment for all of us here at Turn 14, with this being our first Powersports build with our title sponsor Bilstein, along with one of our awesome craftsmanship One Off-Road based out of Arizona. Best part about this car is it's going to be getting given away to one of our Powersports dealerships here in America. This really reflects the partnership and commitment that Turn 14 Distribution has to the powersports industry, along with the passion and desire we have for our dealers. Thank you all for what we do, and thank you for coming to see the car. Here's our beautiful car.
With the build revealed, there's still one question that remains. How does a dealer win the UTV? From October 1st, 2025 through January 31st, 2026, customers can earn points when they purchase products from selected brands through Turn 14. At the conclusion of the promotion period, the top 8 customers with the highest point tallies in their bracket will be selected as finalists for a chance to win the UTV.
Good luck to all of you dealers out there. We can't wait to see who wins this car, and look forward to seeing it out on the trails and in the dunes.